Introduction. The Mercedes-Benz GLC SUV has been one of the best-selling SUVs from the German luxury carmaker worldwide. In India too, the GLC has been one of the strong sellers in the company's portfolio with more than 13,000 units sold to date. The first-gen car came to the end of its life cycle earlier this year and as a result, was discontinued in India. Now, the company is gearing up to launch the second-gen GLC SUV in the country. The car will be locally assembled. When it goes on sale, the second-gen GLC will be available in a single avant-garde variant. The car is longer than the outgoing model with a longer wheelbase and more boot space. It has also got more powerful petrol and diesel engines. The petrol version GLC 304 MATIC uses a 2.0-liter, four-cylinder unit that puts out 255 bhp and 400 Nm. The diesel version GLC 220D4 MATIC is powered by a 2.0-liter, four-cylinder unit that produces 194 bhp and 440 Nm. Both engines come with a 48 volts integrated starter generator which adds up to 23 bhp and 200 Nm. Further, both units are mated to a 9-speed at 9G Tronic and Mercedes 4 MATIC all-wheel drive system. Mercedes GLC SUV price and brochure. Mercedes will announce the prices of the two variants of the GLC SUV later this week. Now, the C-Class sedan, with which it shares its platform and many parts, is priced between Rs. 60 to 66 lakh ex-showroom Delhi. We expect the GLC SUV to be even more expensive. Design and styling. The second-gen GLC SUV looks more like an evolution of the first-gen and uses Mercedes family design language. It is clean with hardly any sharp cuts or creases. Some notable features on the outside include new LED headlamps, radiator grille with a large central star, front bumper with a chrome skid plate, 19-inch, 5-spoke alloy wheels, wide side steps, panoramic sunroof, slim LED tail lamps with a 3-dimensional look and rear bumper with a chrome skid plate with twin fake exhaust tips. The car is offered in 5 color options. These include Mojave Silver, our test car, Nautic Blue, Selenite Gray, Polar White and Obsidian Black. The GLC measures 4,716 mm in length, 60 mm more than the outgoing car, and has a wheelbase of 2,888 mm, 15 mm more than the outgoing car. While it is not a very large SUV, it certainly is not small and has a good road presence. Build quality, fit and finish. The GLC is built on the MRA2 platform, which is shared with the C-Class. In typical fashion, the car feels solidly built. There's very little flex in the body panels and doors. The body panel gaps are uniform and the overall fit and finish levels are excellent, as you'd expected of a Mercedes. Wheels and tires. In India, the GLC comes with 19-inch, 5-spoke alloy wheels shod with 235 55th section tires. The wheel and tire combo fills up the wheel arches well and looks proportionate to the metal on top. The spare tire is AT 145 80th unit on a 19-inch steel space saver rim. Ground clearance. Mercedes hasn't specified the ground clearance of the GLC. However, it appears to be more than adequate for Indian conditions. Our test car had no issues tackling speed breakers and even some mild off-roading. Further, it comes with an off-road engineering package, which gives an additional 20 mm of ground clearance. Standard and extended warranty. All new Mercedes-Benz vehicles in India come with a 3-year warranty. You can also purchase an extended warranty and we strongly suggest taking it. Maintenance. Mercedes offers Star Ease maintenance packages for up to 10 years. You have the option of choosing from a compact package or a compact plus. The compact package covers all the major and minor periodic maintenance services as per the defined interval. The compact plus package offers all the benefits of the compact package and also provides replacement of brake discs and brake pads, both front and rear, wheel alignment and balancing and replacement of wiper blades. Safety. The GLC is equipped with all the safety features you'd expect in a car of this class. Some standout features include 3-point seat belts for all 5 occupants, 7 airbags, blind spot assist, active lane keeping assist, car-to-X communication, active brake assist, active parking assist, 360-degree camera, pre-safe and attention assist. Cabin design and quality. Step inside the cabin and you can immediately tell that the dashboard is taken from the C-Class. The design looks modern and contemporary. The dashboard is black with contrast stitching and silver inserts. Like the C-Class, the GLC gets pinstripes, which can be polarizing. There's a fully digital instrument cluster that stands out like a tablet, a large touchscreen head unit in the middle that's tilted towards the driver at an angle of 6 degrees and carbon fiber detailing on the center console. The roof liner is black. Soft touch materials have been used at various places and the interiors are solidly put together. There aren't any rough edges anywhere in the cabin. Like most Mercedes cars, the part quality is very good. That being said, the plastic on the dashboard where the pinstripes are, doesn't feel top grade and when you knock on it, there is a hollow sound. Space and comfort. Ingress and egress are easy and you can just walk into the car without difficulty. The GLC is a tall car and it also has a long wheelbase, which translates to good space in the cabin. However, due to the shape of the rear seat, a tall and wide transmission tunnel and the center console taking up space, only 4 people will be comfortable in the cabin. A 5th one would not feel welcome, especially on longer journeys. The seats come with faux leather upholstery in sienna brown, black or macchiato beige colors. Like other parts, the quality of the upholstery is good. The seats offer very good support. They have side bolsters, which give good lateral support. However, heavier folk will find these side bolsters digging into their backs. Both front seats get height and lumbar adjustment along with adjustable headrests and can slide back far enough even for tall occupants to feel comfortable. They get memory functions as well. What is sad is that these seats get heating, but not cooling, which is a big miss in a country like India. The seat belts are adjustable and leather has been used on the door pads and center console where the occupants of the front seats would rest their arms. This adds to the comfort, driving position and ergonomics. As mentioned earlier, the GLC comes with electrically adjustable front seats. The steering too is electrically adjustable for height and reach, which allows you to find a comfortable position with ease. You can sit high like you would in an SUV, which will give you a clear view of the road ahead. You can also see the bonnet. Many drivers like that. While the front and side visibility for the driver is fine, the rear visibility is compromised by the thick C-pillars and a small windshield. You will have to use the camera while reversing. In the driver's seat, those who are used to Mercedes cars will be able to get acquainted with all the controls pretty quickly. The 3-spoke, leather-wrapped steering is perfectly sized and nice to hold, but the horn pad is not easy to reach with your thumbs. The steering-mounted buttons are touch-type and the light wiper stalk and gear lever are within easy access. A usable dead pedal has been provided as well. We'll say that the ergonomics are sorted in this car. The only real problem is the ORVMs. They are not very wide and have a limited adjustment range. Next, their adjustment switches are of the touch type with no feedback. So if you are not used to them, you might end up folding the mirrors while adjusting them. Cabin storage. There are many storage spaces in the cabin. You get a glove box with a soft lining and door pads that can hold a 1L bottle along with some other items. The center console houses 2 cup holders and a wireless smartphone charging pad and 2 USB Type-C ports at the base of the center fascia. Under the center armrest are 2 more storage compartments with 2 USB Type-C ports. Air conditioning. The GLC comes with a multi-zone climate control unit. The AC function very well to keep us cool. The system also gets an air purifier that has a stage 2 filter which detects and reduces NOx, Colorado and PM 2.5. Features. Unique and noteworthy features. The GLC comes loaded with features. These include keyless entry and go, a fully digitalized cockpit, panoramic sunroof, paddle shifters, USB Type-C ports, cruise control, multifunction steering touch-type operations, automatic climate control, 3-point seat belts for all occupants, ambient lighting, wireless phone charging, rear AC vents and more. The GLC SUV gets an 11.9-inch touchscreen head unit with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, inbuilt navigation and voice commands. The system also gets Mercedes-Me connected car tech. Further, the touchscreen works as a display for the transparent bonnet feature that gives a live video feed of the ground under the bonnet on which the car is being driven and a view of the exact tire position. Audio system and sound quality. Mercedes offers an 11.9-inch touchscreen infotainment head unit with the latest MBUX, NTG7 telematics. The user interface is simple and easy to get used to and the display is crisp and clear. It's extremely smooth and seamless in operation. It also gets a finger scanner. It's paired with a 710-watt Burmester 3D sound system with 15 speakers. In terms of audio quality, it's very impressive. At any volume, the audio quality is commendable with great clarity and no vibrations or distortion. Rear passengers. Rear seat comfort and space. The rear bench is placed at a fair height. You do not need to sit down in it. However, the side steps jut out a long way and hamper ingress and egress by touching your calves. The rear seat is comfortable and the cushioning is on point, neither too hard nor too soft. The seat is designed to accommodate 3 adults and comes with 3-point seat belts and adjustable headrests for all 3 passengers. However, the hard backrest due to the center armrest isn't something one would look forward to experiencing. There is also a wide and prominent floor hump and the center console takes up some legroom. Therefore, the bench is more suitable for 2 adults and 1 child rather than 3 adults. The knee room at the rear is very good and there's a good amount of headroom as well. At 5 feet 10 inches, I had a good deal of room to spare while sitting behind my driving position. Even occupants over 6 feet in height will find the headroom satisfactory. Overall, the space is more than sufficient for most passengers. The backrest is also set at a comfortable angle. The under-thigh support is sufficient for most people, but taller occupants will find it too less for their liking. This is due to the rather short seat base. Rear passengers get a center armrest with 2 retractable cup holders, seat back pockets, 8 C vents, sun blinds and USB charging ports Type-C. Boot space. The second-gen GLC SUV has a boot space of 620 liters which is 70 liters more than the outgoing car. Folding the backrest of the rear seat down gives the car more luggage capacity. The boot is equipped with a light, bag hooks, tie-down hooks for luggage and a retractable cover. Driving the Mercedes GLC SUV 2.0L petrol at. On this drive, only the GLC 304 MATIC was available. We will put up a post on the GLC 220D whenever we manage to get our hands on it. 2.0L petrol unit makes 255 bhp and 400 Nm. This GLC 304 MATIC is powered by a 1999cc, 4-cylinder petrol engine, which generates 255 bhp and 400 Nm. The car has a curb weight of 1,945 kg. This means it has a power-to-weight ratio of 131 bhp ton and a torque-to-weight ratio of 206 Nm ton. The engine comes with a 48 volts mild hybrid system. The mild hybrid part of this is an integrated starter generator that sits between the engine and the transmission and takes over the role of the alternator and starter. It can also provide a power-torque boost. When quick acceleration is required, the electric motor helps by providing up to 23 bhp and 200 Nm of torque. It also helps with energy generation when it's not giving any output in terms of power-torque. With your foot on the brake, press the engine start-stop button to fire up the engine. Immediately you'll notice the impressive refinement of the car. There is barely any noise or vibration felt upon starting or at idle. Release the brakes and the GLC moves off the line calmly. The EQ Boost additional power torque provided by the ISG helps at low RPMs and low speeds by adding a bit of pep. There is enough power and torque available at all times and you'll never have a problem keeping up with traffic. What's good is that the power is delivered seamlessly, making the GLC a smooth and easy car to drive in the city. On the open road, the GLC 304 MATIC is a fast performer. Step on the accelerator and the SUV provides a good deal of excitement. Mercedes claims that the petrol can hit 100 km/h from a standstill in just 6.2 seconds. This sort of acceleration makes overtaking slower vehicles a breeze. Throttle response is good and the engine revs till 6,500 revolutions per minute, which is just short of the red line, 6,750 revolutions per minute. In terms of cruisability, in 9th gear, the engine is revving at approximately 1,400 revolutions per minute while doing 100 km/h. This makes the GLC 304 MATIC an effortless mile muncher. The 9G Tronic does a very good job in the GLC SUV. It is very smooth while upshifting, but we found the downshifts to be a little jerky. While the gearbox is not as quick as the ZF transmissions in BMWs on kickdown, it has a fair response time. It never seems confused and is usually in the correct gear that one would need. Paddle shifters have been provided for those who want to shift manually. Apart from the default comfort mode, there are 3 drive modes: Eco, Sport and Individual. These 3 modes alter the throttle response. The comfort mode is the default mode, which is in between the middle of Eco and Power modes. It works well in town and on the highway and offers a good balance between efficiency and performance. In Eco mode, the throttle response is lazier and the gearbox shifts up earlier to maximize fuel efficiency. This mode provides the smoothest ride and honestly, with the power and torque that the engine produces, it is good enough to be used in the city as well as on the highway. In Power mode, it's the opposite. Even with a light dab of the throttle, the engine responds. On undivided highways, this is the mode to use to pull off quick overtakes. The transmission holds a gear for a longer time and the steering firms up too. However, using this mode in the city is not advisable as power delivery can get spiky. Individual mode gives you the option to customize your driving experience to your requirements. Noise, vibration and harshness (NVH). As mentioned earlier, there is barely any noise or vibration experienced as the engine cranks are on. Idling. At the same time, if you stand outside the cabin, the engine is loud and we felt it sounded like a diesel. That's a testament to the sound insulation of the cabin. Even while driving around, the engine is hardly heard in the cabin. It's only when you put the engine in sport mode and get aggressive with the throttle that some engine noise is audible in the cabin. Wind noise and road noise are well controlled even at 100 to 120 km/h. Mileage and fuel economy. The GLC 304 MATIC comes with an ARAI certified fuel efficiency as 14.72 km/L. The car has an idling start-stop system thanks to the integrated starter generator which aids fuel efficiency. During our drive, the system worked seamlessly. The car has a fuel tank capacity of 62 liters. Suspension. Ride comfort. The GLC's suspension is on the stiffer side. So while the ride over small potholes and uneven roads at city speed is absorbent, it's not plush. Even so, no bumps are transmitted hard into the cabin. As the speed increases, the ride gets better. Even larger bumps are tackled with aplomb. The suspension works silently too. Handling and dynamics. As expected from a German car, the straight line stability is excellent and occupants won't even know that the car is cruising at triple-digit speeds. Expansion joints on the highway do not unsettle it. On long curves, the car holds its line well. When you push on twisty roads, the stiff suspension shows its benefits. There is very little body roll and the car changes direction without fuss. Mercedes has narrowed the gap to BMW considerably when it comes to handling. Our test car came with 235 55ths R19 Continental Contact 6 tires, which provided enough grip for the power on tap. Steering. The GLC SUV gets an electric power steering, which is very user-friendly. It's light in the city and most owners will appreciate that. The light steering and automatic transmission make the car very easy to drive in the city. At higher speeds, the steering weighs up well. There's no nervous feeling or twitchiness at all while cruising on the highways. On the twisty roads, it relays a good amount of feedback. Braking. The GLC is equipped with disc brakes at the front and rear. The performance is strong and the car comes to a halt without any drama. Under hard braking too, the car doesn't lose its composure. Mercedes has equipped the GLC with active brake assist.